You're still tuned into the morning show right here on ETV, and to start us off this morning, I am thrilled to spotlight an extraordinary event that celebrates South Africa's rich musical legacy and 30 years of democracy. Back to the future. And joining us, the creative forces behind this event, renowned guitarist Billy Monama and the immensely talented Zamajobe, and together they'll share insights into the concert's powerful journey through music and culture. Billy, Zama, welcome to the morning show. It's so good to have you with us.
Morning, Wilele. Thank you so much for having us.
It's the fifth installment of Back to the Future, right? And this musical experience has become such a staple in the South African music industry, right? Talk to me about the evolution of Back to the Future, and more so the inspiration behind it.
Yes, so, maybe I must say that it is the fifth edition,
yes.
We've been doing it for the past 4 years, and we've been exploring with various, aspects that, captures the memory of Africans.
Yeah.
So, this year it is very special because we are reflecting and looking back from our 30 years since 1994, and so much has happened. When I was thinking about this, where am I going to begin? For me, I had an anxiety because there was Soweto in 1994.
Yeah.
There was Soweto. In that midst of that, we had immigrant musicians coming from Lesotho, from Mozambique, who have then influenced the sound that we have today. Then we have African jazz, South African jazz. There was Afro-pop emerged.
Yeah.
So there was just so many music. Until today, we have so much music. So I don't even know what to do. So now we're going to tell that story.
Sure.
In a concert, but now I can't do it alone. I had to invite my colleagues to come and do that.
Sure, and one of those colleagues being Zamajobe.
Yes.
And Zamajobe has been in the music industry for a very long time. Back to the days of Indawo Yami, right? Yes. And now you've just released Umi as well. Yes. And your musical journey has been one that has had a lot of us just going through multiple experiences then when we talk about music, right? And now when we're speaking about the incorporation of 30 years into democracy when it comes to music, what does that look like for you?
Like Billy said, it's just the South African music industry is like one that is, for a very small country that we are, it's just so much going on.
Yeah.
And there's so much variety, and we are lucky that our audiences really love music. And so they have like a melting pot of like so much stuff and variety to choose from, even to this day. So there's just so much to work with. There's so much to work with, and it's a challenge when you're saying you're celebrating 30 years of like the South African music. What do you pick? Where do we pick?
Yeah, absolutely. It's what I was thinking. I'm like, what do I pick? Who do I leave? Like there's so much. Just Soweto, just Soweto. And then there was techno. There were DJs, more Vini Da Vinci, all those guys who emerged during democracy. But now the problem about this, it was for me, I feel like somewhere along the journey, we kind of lost it, as a people. That is why this concert is Back to the Future. So we are like the time travelers. So now we try to imagine what the future would look like, So that is why we need to take people back memory lane so that we can have like a optimism of future, because there was so much that we lost through this democracy. So now in 1994, when the so-called democracy, the concept of democracy, it was adopted. It was adopted based on to foster unity and equality. But where are we right now? So now this concert, this year we're trying to reflect that with where are we as a people. So the little that we are left with, we need to preserve it for the future generation to come.
Talk to me about the storytelling then, because multiple stories have been told through music, right? And now when you have this kind of experience, like you were saying, like, where do we even start? Because not just in the music industry have we had so much happen, but just for us as a country, right? There's just been so much that has been happening. So how then are we going to get into the storytelling that is going to have us understand 30 years of democracy through music?
Yes. So now the reason we choose to do this thing in theaters is because people are seated down. There's an AV. So there's an AV, there's a lighting. The AV tells the stories.
Sure.
This is a research project. You know, I'm not just picking up artists. These artists, I chose them because of Zama. She was there in 2004. Munewa, she comes now. So now it's like a connection of music from then.
Sure.
So now the AV tells the story, the images that will be coming, the text, and so forth. So now we'll be taking you as far as 1950. So now in 1950, so we're gonna get straight into the 1994s until now. We have 8 configurations. In those configurations, we have the love songs, we have Afrocentric, we have the intercession whereby I'm taking you through the prayer. You know, we're gonna play you hymns. We're gonna play you, yeah. I mean, we're talking about love songs. I mean, it's the month of love anyway.
Yes,
so yeah, I'm gonna be. And love kept the people going, you know, during the difficult times of South Africa.
Absolutely.
So now it's going to be, it's been done and tested before. Many people, when they leave the theater, they're like, Billy, wow, this was beautiful. We learned something.
I love that. So I want to come back to you, right? Music, storytelling, very synonymous with each other. Take us through the kind of story that you're going to be telling at the Back to the Future musical experience.
Well, you know, Billy asked me to select. Why are you laughing? He asked, obviously, I have to do my songs, but then he's asked me to also select songs that he feels, I feel that I want to, from other artists. For the past 30 years.
Sure.
Yeah, so that process has been a lot of back and forth because he's like, no, I come with this, nah, not this one, no, not this one. And we're arguing about the release dates of certain songs. I'm like, no, I want to do this, Miriam. He's like, it wasn't released in the 30 years. It has to be within the 30 years, you know. And so I finally chose to choose. One of the artists was a Kwaito artist, Lebu, my twin.
Oh, yes.
Lebu Mathosa, because I was told I look like her.
And you do.
And so I chose, I love Lebu. Lebu's one of like our, was one of our most celebrated, you know, icons in the country. Her vibe, her energy, you know, Boom Shaka and all of that. So I chose that because I thought this would be a nice memory, a nice person and song to go down memory lane. In the 30 years. And I also chose another artist. I don't think I can reveal.
Because we still have to be there.
I can tell you, we will be at the Soweto Theatre on the 8th, of February. So now, because we are at Soweto, I'm like thinking, who are the Ngagaras? Who are the champions of Soweto? So we will be paying a tribute to the Soweto-born musicians. The rest, you must come there on the 8th to experience. It's going to be beautiful.
Oh my goodness, this definitely sounds like a musical experience that one wants to actually, you know, kick off the year with, right? Also just as a way of reflection, just to also enhance, okay, where are we headed to now? What does the future actually look like, right?
For the past years, of course, this concert, it takes place in February. If it's late, it's going to be in March. So we've been doing it every beginning of the year so that it can give the people hope and restore, the dignity of Africans, you know. So, I mean, people, they like, so Billy, who else is going to be there? I have a surprise guest. You will only see him.
Okay,
there.
Give us clues. We know it's a him.
Because
what else can we guess about this?
Because now remember then through the journey, there were bands, there was Bayetes, there was bands. Then in those bands, there was Jabu Kanyile, you know? And then there was Ringo. In the midst of Kwaito, and in this house, there was just so much. So we're bringing you a 2-hour, 30 minutes show.
Goodness.
Yeah, the tickets, you can't afford to miss to buy them.
Tell us, where do we buy them? Where do we buy the tickets?
We're buying the tickets at Web Tickets.
Okay.
They're starting from 250 to 500. You know, someone's like, "Oh, 500. When I'm out there's a package.
Yeah, no, option.
Yeah, there's a great package, you know, for the VIP ticket. Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic. You know, I think it's quite known that your passion, Billy, for the music industry is so dear to your heart. So I can imagine that one is actually going to, go onto a beautiful music experience and actually even understand what 30 years of democracy actually looks like for our country. So we're definitely looking forward to that experience, and thank you so much yet again for putting this together. This is the 5th installment, the 5th edition, and we can only imagine that, oh my goodness, it is going to be a treat. That was Billy Monama and Zamajobe with us right here on The Morning Show, just sharing insights and passion with us, taking us into Back to the Future, which is actually just more than a concert. It's a celebration of South Africa's resilience, our artistry and hope. Now, TMS family, don't miss this incredible event that is happening at Soweto Theatre on the 8th of February. Grab your tickets right now and join this unforgettable musical journey. And until then, let's embrace our past, celebrate the present, and look forward to a brighter future together. It's definitely one way that you actually want to find yourself starting off the year. Cricket is where you can purchase the tickets, and Soweto Theatre is where we are headed on the 8th of February. Make sure you purchase your ticket. We want to know who that surprise guest is, and we also just want to have a good time at the Back to the Future musical experience. Stay with us. We'll be back with more right after this.